what scares us the most. I'm like, what phobias and stuff like, and do we write about it?
Unemployment. Unemployment.
Yeah. No, I mean, probably the best script I've written, which hasn't been made into a movie yet, was, I have like I said, I suffer from a lot of guilt. I'm just a guilty person. Like, I'm just a Jewish mother. I don't know what the fuck it was, so I think all of my best scripts are about like hell and damnation, because that's where I'm always worried I'm going to go, and I always or not go. That's what I'm going to pay for. I'm always waiting for the other shoe to drop, and so yeah, that works its way into everything. And I'm not drastically scared of snakes or rats, even though I've written about them.
Well, I'm sort of used to coming to these panels and being the only woman on them, and I long for the day when that doesn't happen, and I'm always surprised that there aren't more female horror writers, because I feel that as women, we have a different experience of fear, that we've been raised from a young age to listen to the footsteps on the sidewalk behind us, and do they speed up when we speed up? Do they slow down when we slow down? Is that person following us? We look in the rearview mirror to see if the car is following us home. We have that awareness that we've been trained with from a young age, and well, yeah, duh, it's a fear of rape, it's a fear of being attacked, and that's what I use when I'm writing a scene where someone's being followed. I think, what scares me when I'm walking down the street by myself, or I'm walking to my car in a parking lot, and I just think that women in particular have a lot to bring to the horror world, to horror scripts, just because we have that different experience of fear.
And as far as what scares me, everything scares me. Absolutely everything. I moved into a place recently, and it's an old place, and I put stuff in the closet, and the door on its own opened, and it just made this eerie creak. And I don't know if this has ever happened, but goosebumps just clawed their way up both arms at the same time. Everything scares me. And I heard a director recently, no one here, but a director said nothing scares me anymore. And I was like, what? I've seen your movies, and you're right. Nothing scares me. And I think that's a problem. I think if nothing scares you, you probably should go do romantic comedies. But everything scares me, and I think we take that and we use it. There are things in the real world. I have a wife, I have a kid. I don't do that in a horror movie because that scares me too much. I don't want to go there. But there's other stuff that scares me, and I can use that. That's my thing.
I think to me what's the scariest thing is mundaneness. People that are killed or people that die, like we do it in horror films, we do it in these very grandiose ways. We have Jigsaw put a trap together and rip innards out, or we have someone with a mask chasing you around in a shower with naked women and killing, but real life is mundane, killing is mundane, and I think to me that's the most terrifying thing is, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, so I'm just going to stop and pass it over here.
I agree. Go ahead.
You said you have 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
I would say, like the gentleman down there says, the thing that scares me the most is damnation and hell, because those, are my life a reality. There is a judgment coming eventually for the ills that the human race has just done to each other. So that in real life is what scares me the most. After that, it's probably rats.
Done with your scripts, do you think who would be a good guy that I can scare the shit out of with music? Because music, to me, in a horror movie, it scares the hell out of me.
That, in my mind, is one of the single most important things. It can separate a bad movie to be a great movie. And I think that music is a character, and it has the same power that a great actor has. You have the wrong score in there, your movie's going to suck. I don't care how great, but if you put an amazing score behind something, it can move the plot along. It can make you have revelations you didn't think about before. I think for me, music is the single most important thing.
Yeah, I agree with Darren. I'm usually thinking about music before I even make the movie. Even while you're making the movie, you're thinking, how is the score going to play out in this scene? Because I think it shoots better when you're thinking that. I think even on set we've had music playing just for the simple vibe of things. And I think you learn that even when you're making music videos. When you're shooting music videos, it seems like the tempo of the set goes faster when you're on a metal shoot than it does when you're shooting some kind of slow shoot and everybody's kind of slow, moving around slower. So I think, for me, even while I'm shooting, I'm definitely thinking about the score. And like Darren said, it's the most important thing that scares the audience. And even once you're done shooting into the editing process, how many different temp scores you have put into the edit, you're definitely thinking about all these people and how the one guy is going to make your movie the best. So very important. Good question.
I had more fun putting together the bands for the soundtrack to Night of the Demons than that was like one of my very, very favorite parts of the process. I got to put in every fucking king shit punk rock band that I loved when I was 17 years old. And that was just, it wasn't scary, but I made sure the songs were about scary things. Music is, I think Darren said it so eloquently. It's a character. It has to be. And, and let's put more fucking punk rock in movies too.
Yeah. Music is such a common voice to everybody that is working on a movie too. For me, like on dark days, I had the same playlist that I listened to through writing it as I did. I burned that to a CD and gave it to the cast before we started shooting, and we listened to it. And it made it all the way through the process and became the temp score for the movie. And it's just, I think it's a great tool for a filmmaker, and it's also, everybody loves music. Everybody is spoken to by music in some way. So it's just, it really is, especially for horror, a great tool.
I think that music even goes farther than just being the score and how it's used in filmmaking. When we did the Saw films, the composer, Charlie Clouser, would send us up music that would go with the traps, and when we were filming it, I would actually play the music prior to the scene, and I would not, when the music stopped, that was the cue for the actors to start acting. I would not say action, because it gets you in a mood, it gets you in a mode. I still hear songs and I'll break down crying like a baby no matter where I am the second I hear them, because it triggers something with you. And I really use music. Like I said, in the Saw films, anywhere you walked, it was music playing. Mother's Day, same thing, they had a really dramatic scene in that. And I made everyone stop, and the cameras started rolling. They knew when to start rolling in the track, and the actors knew I wasn't going to say action. When the music ended, you were to start. And I think that, again, it's so important.